My question is to the Minister for the Environment and Water. After a decade of neglect on the environment, how is the Albanese Labor government protecting more of what's precious, restoring more of what's damaged and managing nature better for our kids and for our grandkids?
Give the call to the Minister for the Environment and Water.
Thanks so much, Mr Speaker. And no government in Australian history has done more for the environment than the Albanese Labor government. And there is no member in this place who is more committed to environmental action than the member for Fremantle. So I thank him for his question.
There is far too much noise on the left.
We are investing more in nature in this budget than has ever been invested in nature in any Australian budget in the past. We are spending more on nature than has ever been spent before, because we want to protect more of what's precious, restore more of what's damaged and manage nature better for the future. In our first 12 months, we've passed our net zero legislation. We're setting up our new Environmental Protection Agency and reforming our national environmental laws. That means stronger protection for nature. It also means faster decisions for business. It also means a tougher cop on the beat. We've approved a record number of renewable energy projects. As I said, we've doubled the number that those previously approved. We've also doubled funding to our national parks, precious places like Kakadu and Uluru and Buderi. Of course that's great for nature, but it's also great for jobs. Hundreds of extra regional jobs in tourism, in nature protection, many of those done by First Nations Australians. We're delivering on the Murray-Darling Basin Plan after a decade of sabotage by those opposite. I delivered more environmental water in my first 9 months than those opposite did in 9 years. We're planning to triple the size of the Macquarie Island Marine Park. We're protecting endangered penguins and whales. We're also protecting the sustainable fishery operating down there. We're funding 48 new recycling facilities, 12 already up and running, more funding for recycling through the CEFC and through the National Reconstruction Fund. We're investing $1.2 billion in the Great Barrier Reef, and we have doubled funding for marine science. We're also proclaiming 10 new Indigenous protected areas. We're doubling the number of Indigenous ranges. We're establishing a new nature repair market. We've nominated Murrujuga for World Heritage listing. We're working on a listing for Cape York as well. We're protecting koalas, the threatened plants and animals and places that make Australia special. Do you know, isn't it incredible that under those opposite, we're now at a situation where koalas are endangered on the east coast of Australia? Who ever thought we'd get there?